What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Rock and Road Show. It is Alvie.
I'm the 1-3, baby.
And we're coming to you from the from the bunker.
The bunker? We'll call this the bunker?
We'll call this the bunker. Why not?
Well, alternate.
The alternate headquarters of the Rock and Road Show.
I like that.
Casa de Alvie.
Casa de Alvie. That's how that works.
What's going on, everybody? So I think to kick the show off, I want to say a couple of things. I want to say thank you to Sharpie for last week for inviting us out to the bike night last week. That was a hell of a time. We had a lot of fun. It was good to see some old friends and some new friends.
Made some new friends.
Yeah. So it was awesome. Thank you to everybody that kind of helped and shared that show. Brian York and Brandy over at La Fran. Thank you so much. Of course, Eric and Nikki.
Yeah, I was going to say, speaking of Law Fran, thank them.
They
put that on.
So thank you to Sharpie again for bringing us out there. We had a blast. It was a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
Garth, what's going on, guys?
Connie,
hey, what's up? Chad, thanks for joining the show, guys.
I got to take these rings off because it's going to be in the mic right in there, man.
So let's go ahead and pay some bills, and we'll jump right into this. You know what? I just realized this thing is turned up from last week, so it's a little loud. Okay, so let's pay some bills, and then we'll jump into the show. I think we got a great show for you guys tonight. They're always good, but I like some of the topics that we're going to talk about.
The topics are awesome.
So.
All right, so as always, tonight's show is brought to you by Misfit Metalworks. Misfits. Oh my gosh, new tongue. It's
English hard.
It's this beer you get.
No, is that what it is?
ZFG, man. So Misfit Metalworks offers CNC plasma cutting, welding, metal fabrication, prototyping, as well as laser engraving. You can contact Misfits for all your metal needs at 813-598-7409 or stop by the shop at 1913 East Bears Avenue, Unit 1100 Bravo. That's in Tampa, 33613. Why don't you let them know the Rock and Road Show sent you?
And we are also brought to you by Mr. Eric Warren Artistries and Dropkick Customs. Eric Warren Artistries is a custom paint and fabrication studio that specializes in turning your custom dreams into reality. I got this almost memorized.
Yes, you do. I don't know why.
EWA offers a one-stop shop for all your paint, metal, and fiberglass needs, welding, powder coating, motorcycle stereo equipment, air ride systems, custom wheels, parts development, and much more. You can contact Eric at Eric Warren Artistries, 813-503-4764, or you can stop by the shop at 13215 North Nebraska Avenue, Suite A, of course, in Tampa, Florida. Let them know that we sent you guys there. And we did talk about it earlier, but we are also brought to you by the Fran Hosh Law Group. Fran Hosh Law Group offers legal representation for victims of negligence.
New tongue.
They handle a broad range of personal injury and wrongful death matters, including car, truck, and motorcycle accidents, as well as slip and fall injuries and more.
Yes, and for all your legal needs, visit Fran Hosh at 866-LAW-FRAN or lawfran.com, or stop by the offices at 1275 Nebraska Avenue, Palm Harbor, Florida, 34683. Wow, we got that out of the way.
Hey, got him out of the way.
Yeah, and hi, Mom. Mom's on there. HD Racer. Your dog is going crazy, man.
Yeah, it's storming, so he's going to have a lot of fun. Dan, what's up, brother? Thanks for joining. Hey, HD, everybody. Connie's taking care of all of our hellos here, so that's
awesome.
Cool.
Come here.
We got a special guest.
Guest tonight. We'll just do this. Okay, here. I'll even let you look at your dad. There you go.
Hi, buddy.
All right, so this is the special guest tonight.
This is Mr. Cooper. Little Mr. Cooper. All right, so as things kind of progress with the Thin Blue Line Motorcycle Club and their accident that they had a couple weeks ago, we've told you that we're going to kind of keep you guys updated on things that happen as we get the news that comes across. So I think this was 2 days ago, actually.
Right.
The Motorcycle Club's public information officer, Mr. David Weed, said that Joseph Lazo, he was one of the guys who was injured during that crash. His leg was actually crushed during that accident. And the accident, again, was July 18th in Kerrville, Texas. Mr. Joseph Lazo has finally succumbed to his injuries. That was on Friday morning.
That's a shame, man.
Yeah. He was police department. He was in the police department he was a police department sergeant in Niles, Illinois. We said in the news release. All these guys are from Illinois, Chicago, Niles.
Right. Yeah.
Niles is actually not too far from South Bend. I go there all the time. Niles is literally 10 minutes from where we stay when we go up there.
When you say 10 minutes flying or 10 minutes
no, driving. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So actually, you know what? I take that back. Niles, Michigan is not Niles, Illinois. But anyhow. So now you have 4 guys who have lost their lives now because of this accident. And you have Cooper. And now you have... so 4 guys have now died, and now there's 5 critically injured.
Yeah, I don't mean to be laughing during this. It's just the dog is messing with the lights, and the lights are going crazy. So I apologize.
Yeah, so now there's Mr. Joseph Pagila, a retired officer out of Niles City Police Department. Jerry Wayne Harbor, he was a retired lieutenant colonel in the Army, and also a pilot for Eastern Airlines. Michael White, security with the Chicago chapter. He was a secretary with the Chicago chapter. He was also a public service officer or something like that up in Niles as well. So there you have it. I don't like giving this kind of news. Unfortunately, with these things, this stuff does happen. Yeah. And like I said, we're going to keep our ear to the wire, so to speak. And when stuff comes up, we're going to give it to you about this accident. Incredibly sad. And thoughts and prayers. I have been looking. I have been looking for GoFundMe's or anything along those lines. I have yet to find one. I may reach out to the Thin Blue Line organization,
find out what's going on,
to see if there's a place that we can put out there for everybody to donate. I know that they just did a ride to benefit all these guys out in San Antonio this past weekend. So I think they had something like 1,000 bikes show up for that. So that's kind of cool. But like I said, we'll stay with this. We'll keep you guys posted on what we see and what we hear. Yep. And there you have it. So Thin Blue Line, 4 guys now dead because of this accident. Rest in peace, guys. Thoughts and prayers go out to the family and friends. Yeah, man. That's all we can say for that one. Okay. On a much lighter note now, we'll go ahead and get into the fun stuff now.
Yeah, so, man.
What do we got?
Well, before I do that, I got to tell my mom. She wants to know where my dog is. He's at home. I'm over in Dunedin, or as we Scots say, Dunedin.
Dunedin.
It's Dunedin. So anyway, so the next thing we got is it's a series going on with Ewan McGregor and Charlie Boorman, and it's called The Long Way Up.
Yes.
And they have other series, because I honestly have not been watching this, but I did read a little bit about it. They did 13,000 miles on a live wire.
That's correct.
So this is just crazy, man. So the Long Way Round stars. Long Way Round, because there's Long Way Round, Long Way Down.
Long Way Down. And now
Long Way Up. Okay. They set out on an epic journey from the southern tip of Argentina. They did it last year, and they're coming north. On previous shows, McGregor and Boorman used BMW motorcycles. This time they used the LiveWire that was actually fitted to, I guess, charge quicker. And I mean, because
I think it was more
a bunch of stuff going on.
Yeah, and I tried finding pictures for this. They haven't, obviously they haven't released the pictures because they haven't released the show yet.
Right.
But yeah, they kitted these bikes out to give them a more touring type of situation. Because you haven't. I've only seen a couple episodes. I've seen a couple episodes of Long Way Around. Great show.
Yeah,
I highly recommend anybody out there that's into motorcycles, everything else. Check the show out. It basically follows Ewan McGregor and the other fellow. I can't even
read this.
Charlie Boorman. It follows those guys around as they do crazy. Like I think Long Way Round was they were trying to go around the Earth. Way up or a long way down. I think I don't know exactly where they went, but obviously we're heading south. Long way up now. They're heading
right. I know they were in Germany and other areas.
Yeah, I mean these guys they ride
Russia. They were in Russia.
They ride like through the Saharan desert and things like that. Like these guys, they're they're adventure bikers, right?
Absolutely.
And so they had to develop a live wire basically that they could take gear with them because they don't stay in hotels.
Oh
and
no,
shit
they
like
tent.
that,
They tent camp.
These guys are like, and it's funny because they're actors, right? You always think of these guys as being prima donnas and whatnot, but
they're not.
These guys are out there doing it.
This is going crazy over here. I can't see what's going on.
Let's see. Dan says, try the Stars app. You can put on the feed. We'll have to look at that.
Cool.
Sybil says, hi. Hi, Mom. Another group do a live feed show and have their app star above. And if you press the star button, you can donate money to what the cause is. It's called Rednecks with Paychecks. That's a great name. Connie says, I love McGregor. Yeah, we'll check that out. Thanks, Dan. I appreciate you putting that up for us. We'll take a dive into it and figure it out. Yeah. So, anyways, I cut you off. But
no problem. Because
that's what they kitted the thing out so that they could actually use these things for extreme touring.
Right.
So to speak.
And this show is the journey has been documented, and it'll be seen on Apple TV. It's coming out September 18th, I believe, is the date. And like I said, for those that weren't familiar with it, it's a follow-up to 2 other shows.
Yeah.
And I did see it. I saw parts of one. I was watching as I was trying to read this. I'm going, man, this looks cool.
Yeah, it's a cool show. I highly recommend it. Awesome.
One of the guys, I don't know if it was the cameraman or whatever, I think the cameraman was following them on another bike.
Mm-hmm.
And he ended up in a ditch upside down.
Oh, shit.
Crazy. It was just ridiculous. Or it was Charlie. I don't remember.
Dan, McGregor visited my cafe after he did the long way round in England, Squire's Cafe. That's cool.
That's neat.
From what I understand, he's a stand-up dude, from what I understand. Yeah, so as 1-3 was saying, Long Way Up is going to cover the pair's 13,000 mile journey and shed light on the unique trials and tribulations that goes along with the experience of touring on electric motorcycles. Of course, the electric vehicle market has had a lot of progress in extended life batteries and all the things that go along with that. But doing something like this requires an extreme amount of planning.
Oh my!
And it's challenging nonetheless.
Well, the whole thing. When I was reading the article, I was trying to figure out, because it never said anywhere like how far they went
right
between between charges and how they charged, because you figure you're down in Argentina.
Yeah,
I mean, even when they did other places, there's nothing.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
No, I would imagine that they probably have like a generator, a follow truck that has a generator or something, so that they can hook up to it and charge.
Because when I was watching the other show, there was 3 motorcycles. Unless all 3 are packed and they have their generator with them.
I mean, they might. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. I'd love to see what they ended up having to do with this, but
that's pretty crazy.
But yeah, it's insane. But what I found really cool is this article that I read. While a 13,000 mile journey is, impressive,
yes,
right, and challenging and everything that goes along with it, some guys out there have already done some challenges, so to speak. So there's a guy out there. He rides a live wire, and he's already earned the Iron Butt challenge. He rode 1,000 miles in 24 hours on a live wire. Now, here's a question I don't know the answer to. Maybe somebody out there does. I don't know if the live wire has the ability to pull a battery out and put a new one in.
I don't know.
That would be kind of cool if they did, but
I'm sure there's multiple batteries though.
But yeah, so I don't know if you can upgrade those batteries and get like a super duper hardcore battery.
Well, the quick charge. I'm going to look real quick on my phone, so excuse me, but I want to see how long of a charge goes between. How long you can ride your bike? How far? How many hours?
I can't be very far. I mean,
we did a damn article on this.
It's a couple hundred miles at best. Couple hundred miles at best.
Far can you go on the live wire without recharging? Yes, I'm using my Google phone.
Dan says I can tell you about the live wire. Okay, Dan, what's the distance you can travel on a live wire without before you have to charge it? While you're giving us the answer, we'll just keep going. So yeah, so somebody's already completed the Iron Butt challenge.
That is
1,000 miles in 24 hours.
It says 110 miles on the charge.
100. Okay, so.
Oh my gosh!
And I imagine you could probably, well, if you had a fast charger, you'd probably get that battery charged in
but think about
45 minutes or so. But
110 miles. You're going 13,000.
now here's the question though, and it also I know in a Tesla, for instance, if you're not hyper aggressive in the Tesla, you can squeak out, right? You can
extend that range.
So
and also in the Tesla though, you have braking. Braking helps charge
exactly. And I think the LiveWire has a little bit of the same thing.
I'm sorry, I'm not even gonna try to read
that's it. Right. On spec over 110 miles, but I got another guy out there did his 50th birthday, and he rode 1,400 miles from the U.S.-Mexico border to U.S.-Canada border.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
I don't know how long it took him, but that's cool too. He did 1,400 miles on a electric bike on a LiveWire.
That is neat.
Again, while some of these long distance challenges are interesting, they fail in magnitude when you compare them to a full 13,000 mile ride that these guys are going to do on the long way up. So looking forward to the show.
Yes.
The show is basically just going to show us that electronic motorcycle touring is not only possible, but it might be commonplace as well here in the future.
And it might be feasible. Who knows? I mean, we just have to figure out how far they went between charges, how long it took when they stopped to charge, because you want to know that. Yeah. Hey, how long do I have to stop?
It'd be interesting too to find out how long it takes them to go from, to do that 13,000 mile challenge. Was it the course of 6 months? Was it the course of a year? You know what I mean?
How long did it take?
How long did it take? Because I would hope that, because I know, I imagine it took them a while, because I know on the long way around, they would go to cities, or they'd go to certain spots in the country. Certain spots in the world, and then they would pull off and enjoy the the scenery, so to speak.
I don't know.
Connie, yes, you can replace the battery after 5 years. You replace it. Yeah, battery power goes after 45 minutes when tested by an independent rider here in London. Yeah, and I imagine it's Connie. I was more thinking of we
can pull a battery.
You could pull a battery out of a phone or whatever, right? Can you just take that battery, have a spare, throw that in, and then charge that spare while you're riding some more? That was kind of the question there. The battery itself is destroyed after 4 years and replaced. Roger that. So yeah, still interesting, still very cool. Like I said, I imagine you could probably get 40 minutes to an hour, depending on how hard you get after it.
Think about this though. All right, 13,000 miles. Mm-hmm. And you can only go 110 ish, maybe. Yeah. Each between charges. Yeah. That had to take a long time.
Well, hey man, take it 100 miles at a time, and find a spot and grab yourself a beer and some food or whatever. Wait for it to charge up. Enjoy where you're at.
Enjoy the scenery and
go do the next thing, man. I mean, have fun with it. I'm sure they did. I wouldn't doubt that they did. But
that's pretty cool, man.
So look out. It's going to come to your Apple streaming device. September 18th or 19th. So, I'll be looking for it. I think it's kind of cool. Something that'll be fun to watch. So, okay, this one's interesting and heartbreaking and
I
crazy all at the same time.
I believe I remember this story. I believe I do, man. So, a stolen motorcycle was found and returned after 7 years. But during that 7 years, the owner was not notified.
Right.
Okay? So you guys know, for those of us who have been very unfortunate, myself included, to have a vehicle stolen. Mm-hmm. My brother had his motorcycle stolen, never saw it again. I had a car stolen that I did see again, but it was wrecked.
Destroyed.
In Key West. It wasn't destroyed, but it was wrecked. But, the chances of ever seeing it again are pretty slim. So a man in Missouri was finally reunited with his bike 7 years after it was stolen. It was in his apartment complex in 2013. Woke up one day, gone.
Yep.
Gone, just gone. So Ricky Trahan, I'm guessing that's how to pronounce his name.
That's how I would have said it.
He got up to go to work, realized his 2003 Honda was gone, that he built with his brother was gone. He reported the theft to police and heard nothing for 7 years. Just nothing. He received a certified letter stating that his vehicle had been recovered and was at a tow lot. 7 years later.
Yeah.
I know I'm going to say that.
Yeah, no, keep saying it because there's a reason we keep saying this whole 7-year thing. So, So as the 1-3 said, it was recovered and was in a tow lot because the bike had been picked up by the request of the Missouri State Highway Patrol after it had been involved in a high-speed police chase.
Yeah.
Okay? As many of you guys are probably wondering, as I was wondering, as the 1-3 was wondering, as we read this article, why didn't the police contact Ryan when they found his bike? Okay. So when they caught the biker, they arrested the guy who was riding it. They ran the VIN number, and the VIN number came up not as a stolen vehicle. It was not stolen. This is because some of you may know this, but here in the U.S., if you have a stolen bike or a stolen vehicle, that stays on the database for 4 years. After 4 years, it falls off. Right. Which you could kind of look at that and go, man, if you haven't recovered your car in 4 years or your bike or whatever it is, you're probably not going to get it. The chances of this guy actually getting his bike back he should go play a freaking lottery ticket for sure, right?
Oh, absolutely. He did win the lottery with this.
For sure. But there's actually a legit reason why this happens. I say legit. It's not legit anymore, but there is a legit reason. So the reason actually lies with the National Crime Information Center database, which is what the police use when they run VIN numbers to find if a car has been stolen, right? Or to see whatever it is, right? The problem is that database was set up in 1967 and has not been changed since 1967.
So they haven't changed this. They haven't updated it.
They haven't updated it.
Nothing.
The database was created by an order from FBI Director J. Edgar Hoover.
Well, I know that guy.
And of course, in 67, this database was done with paper, right? They didn't have computers back then. So you would submit this piece of paper to the database at the FBI headquarters up there in D.C., and somebody would file it.
Right.
And then they'd catch a car or whatever. They'd call the FBI, and they'd have to go in there and pull the file and look for this thing. So
there it is.
So it made sense, right? In 4 years, if you didn't find it, you had too much paper, so you just throw it away. But now with computers, there's no reason to really throw this away, right? The 4-year limit is kind of dumb at this point.
Well, yeah. I mean, you can pretty much keep records indefinitely on a computer. I mean, they're always there.
Let's see what we got here. Connie says 100 miles beer, 100 miles beer, right? That's what we say. News reports were suppressed when they were relieved that the...
That's
okay. I'll get to that back here in a minute, Dan. Yeah. Dan was just saying that the batteries have to be destroyed because of how they're mined, and the materials used to mine the materials for the batteries are not environmentally safe.
Gotcha. That doesn't have nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Not anymore.
But it's okay.
But so the 4-year limit on this stuff being in the database is kind of dumb at this point, right?
Right, and there is a movement to convince the FBI to keep those records active for at least 10 years now.
Yeah.
10 years, you know, that's why we keep saying 777, because 10 years, you're not going to see your bike. I doubt it. Your vehicle, whatever.
I would venture to say that this is probably the only guy who has seen his vehicle returned to him at this length of time.
I don't know. I bet you there's more.
You think so?
There's just not articles on it, but I can almost guarantee there's more. This way, thieves don't get a pass after they can't get away with it, because after 4 years, man. So that means a thief just has to keep it stored away 4 years, and then 5th year, break it out, register it, no problem.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's so. Anyway, the only reason Trahan learned that his bike had been recovered was because of the tow lot. Okay, Caster Towing. Everybody praised Caster Towing. They did a good thing.
They did good.
They ran a title search and because they were planning on keeping the bike.
Yeah.
They wanted to register. They wanted the title. And they were going to keep the bike.
And to kind of throw something else on this, it was in their lot for a year and a half.
No way.
So they ran the title a year and a half later.
See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I forgot to put that in here. But yeah, they had it was in their lot for a year and a half. So by that point, they're kind of like, well, hell, let's just take ownership of this bike.
Yeah.
You know? So
because nobody came to pick it up.
Right.
So he's still, whatever. He still got his bike back. That's awesome.
Yeah. So the sad part is, I guess you can say sad part, but unfortunately in Missouri, owners of stolen vehicles have to pay for the tow and storage fees of their vehicles, even though they were stolen. So you can imagine that a motorcycle that had been in a lot for a year and a half had a pretty hefty storage bill, right?
Well, I think they were planning on keeping it anyway.
So the through some intense negotiations between Trahan and Caster, they gave it to him for $500. So he was able to get his bike back.
He got his bike back for $500. I mean, after not seeing it for 7 years,
yeah,
why not?
Absolutely, that's not a bad deal.
No,
Sissy, what's up? Hey, everybody except HD Racer. That's funny. Get her, HD. Dan, sorry for the late. No, Dan, don't be sorry, man. I was going to come back to this.
We were just messing.
No, we're just messing. We're just jiving. Let's see.
Because you're up awful late.
You're up awful late to be up here hanging out with us, and we do appreciate that. You have no idea.
I can't read it.
News reports were suppressed when it was revealed that it was mined by young children in the country. The metal sources were been grounded out and were chemically dangerous and burning the kids' hands and arms when they were digging it out. Controversially, it's still in dispute to how and where the sourcing and power of the materials were coming from, been managed and been transferred into Pork. That's crazy. I didn't know that.
We might do a story on that.
We're gonna have to find. Yeah. Hey Dan, seriously, if you have some links for stories on that, please send them our way because I'd like to. Yeah, I'd like to do a story.
We'd like to look that up. That's very, very.
And again, no, don't be sorry. We're just messing with you. The other thing to realize too is that we're also on a delay, so you guys are hearing us about 10 or 15 seconds after we've said this.
Yep.
So we still have to learn too that delay is on this end too, right? So you guys are commenting on stuff that we said 30, 40 seconds ago too. Yep. So no, don't be sorry, man. We're having fun. We're having fun. I will find them and pass them on. Perfect. Thank you, Dan.
Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate it, sir. Okay. So yeah.
Everybody, cheers.
Cheers. Slacha, right?
Slacha.
Yeah. So if there's, I'm actually going to follow up on this movement to try and get the FBI database changed. I'd like to see if there's maybe something that we can pass around and have signed or whatever that we can send up to DC and get that done.
That sounds like a good thing. I'd also like to see if we can get a hold of Trahan.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool to do too. BBC World News is an issue with cars as well, hence why it's a much yeah.
I wonder if that's the lithium-ion?
Yeah, so that's sad if they're using kids to mine that stuff and then they're burning their hands. Probably more so, way more than that, right? All right, so
this is one that I don't have.
You don't have a dog in the race, right? Or a horse in the race, or a dog in the fight.
A horse in the whatever
stuff.
You're just talking about. Because for all you all that want to know, Google Music got axed.
Yes, and it's a sad day for me because I use Google Music to stream music. I used to use Pandora. Their ads got too invasive. Like It was just like 2 songs, ad, 2 songs, ad, 2 songs. It's just got because they have a paid version without ads. So they just made it too annoying for you to have, right? So
and I use Sirius.
And I found Google Play. And Google Play was basically the same thing as Pandora. You put in, an artist or whatever, and there was no ads.
Oh,
so it was perfect, right? Well, no more. Google Play Music is no longer going to be around. The other reason we bring this up is because we do have the audio version of this show, available for download.
Guess where it goes?
You can download it off of Google Play as well. So I've got to find out how to migrate all of our stuff from Google Play to the new streaming service that they're going to use. So, so they did get the death sentence, so to speak, from Google. In a message from Google, they are asking all users to back up their music. Google says it will wipe out all Google Music collection in December of 2020. Google has now narrowed down the shutdown to October, but here's a full timeline. I'll let you read the timeline there.
All right. So in late August, try reading these while I do that. So late August, users will no longer be able to download any music through Music Manager. Pre-orders and purchases will be shut down. You won't be able to do it. In September, streaming shuts down for users in New Zealand and South Africa. October, global streaming shut down completely. That's it, everywhere. The Google Music app and website will cease to be.
It will cease to be.
Yes. So in December,
Monty Python.
Right? In December, all music collections get deleted.
Yeah, so
you're done.
You're done. You used to be able to and I never use it this way, but you could actually upload music that you've purchased to Google Play,
right?
And then you could stream it at any time. So you didn't have to have them on a phone or whatever, right? So they're going to delete all those as well.
Wow.
Before we go on here, Dan, hybrid cars will be banned in the UK by 2035. Wow, because it clashes with the Going Green campaign. Yeah.
It would.
That's a lot. I think we see a lot of it here too in the States. The future of the green world will actually cause more harm to the planet than petroleum-based.
I believe that. I mean, you have to think about it because twofold, and I know we're getting off the Google thing, but twofold. It costs fossil fuels to charge those batteries.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you could use the sun, but solar energy is only going to do so much.
Well, and it's always that. Everybody's like, oh, well, my Tesla has a zero carbon emission. No, it doesn't. It does when it's running. You're right, but the metal that cars is made out of,
right,
took
fossil
coal
fuels
and everything else to burn to get hot enough to melt the steel and all that stuff. So
yes,
all that stuff. So yeah,
and then disposal of the batteries, which is bad for the environment. So twofold that. I think hybrids and battery-powered vehicles are not the way to go, and I said that before. Yeah. I don't think battery-powered stuff's going to work. So
let's see here. Sissy says I use iHeartRadio. I've never used iHeartRadio.
iHeart's not bad.
Yeah,
it's not bad at all.
I've never used it. So Dan says never knew there was a Google Music. Yeah, a lot of people didn't. I loved it. I used it all the time. I thought it was the best thing in the world. Amazon Music for me dominates any other rival. I do use Amazon Music as well.
I have Amazon and I have Sirius.
I think I'm actually going to go and start using Amazon Music now. That's probably what's going to be going on. Connie says she didn't know it was a thing either. That sucks. I paid for some of that music. Don't worry. Sissy, we got something for you. Don't worry.
Yeah,
hold that thought. Okay. So for you, Sissy, here you go. You can move any music that you've saved on Google Music over to YouTube Music, which is where they're doing it, all that stuff.
Yep.
According to the article we read, and apparently it's an easy process. Basically, all you have to do is go and you can just look it up. You basically open up your YouTube Music, and because Google owns YouTube, you can just basically port it over and shoot it over, and you don't have to worry about anything. It's super easy. You don't even have to worry about it. If you don't want to use YouTube Music, you can download them back off of Google, and put them onto your computer or external hard drive. According to this article as well, the sites and all that stuff will be down, but there's a way that you can get to the way Google saves them in a server or whatever. Even though the site goes down, you'll still be able to access that stuff. Okay. So it's not like you have to go there before December to pull it off. But so for you, Sissy, if you have stuff on Google Music, just do a couple just do a couple searches on Google and find how to move it, because it'll be there. So you don't lose anything that you've uploaded.
She's like, bite me, I'm out. Oh, that's for HD Racer. You're welcome. Sissy, that's funny. Hey, Eric, how's it going, man?
What's up, Eric? Remember Napster? They were good. I loved Napster. Napster was a shit, dude. That was
the original Napster. Yeah, come on, man.
That was college for me though. But yeah, we used we got in so much trouble with Napster.
Oh yeah, a lot of people did.
Napster, and then the other one was LimeWire was the other one.
Yes.
And then there was another one called it was a bear, some kind of a bear one. I don't remember what it was called.
That one I don't remember.
When Napster got shut down, LimeWire came in, and LimeWire was around for a while, and then all that stuff kind of went away. You don't see it hardly anymore. You got torrents and shit like that. But now I'm getting into my nerd stuff.
So I'm thinking about the Italian Job.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When Napster.
Yeah.
So funny. What was that dude's name? God, I can't remember his name. How's it going? Just be careful. She's going to stand right there.
There's a camera right there.
There is a camera right there. Google, it's been around since 2011, man. So
yeah, it's out there. It's been basically the primary way for you to play your music on all your Google Home devices as well.
I don't have Google. I don't have, because it was Android.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah. Again, there's ways to move your music if you had music on there, but in October it'll go away. I don't know. What's up, Bobby? I went to high school with you.
Ah, cool, man. I can't read. I'm sorry, I'm blind.
Thanks, Bobby. Thanks for hanging out, man. We need a Rock and Road Show banner up in the shop. We will work on that. We'll get that for you. Matthew Johnson, what's up, bud? Can't wait to see you guys in September. Chad, I have Pandora and pay $4.99 a month, commercial free. You also get free podcasts and offline music.
I think I paid $9 or
yeah, and I mean honestly,
for Sirius.
I was on Pandora for a long time, but like I said, they just got. I wasn't going to pay for.
You didn't want to pay for. You wanted the free.
I wanted the free stuff.
Cheapo.
I know I am cheap, but hey, whatever. Napster was a laugh for free music. Yeah, Napster was ridiculous, man. I can always.
Didn't Metallica sue Napster?
Metallica sued the shit out of them. And then I don't know about you, but did you ever get cease and desist letters?
No, I did not.
You never got one?
No, I downloaded a couple songs, and then they started saying stuff about that. So everything I downloaded, I was like, oh shit.
Oh no, I think my entire apartment when I was in college, there was 4 of us. I think all of us got a cease and desist letter because we had downloaded so much shit from Napster. It's ridiculous.
It happens.
All right. So we're gonna transition here. We'll go into our events. And we'll close the show down. First one up on the docket here is the Back the Blue charity poker run. This is happening August 29th from 12:30 until 10 p.m. Starts off at Quaker Steak and Lube. $30 a person. You get 1 sheet, which is 3 hands, and you get a free T-shirt with it and an event patch as well. $10 for any additional sheet, which is another 3 hands. So not bad there. What I liked about this, we did something similar to this last year.
Yeah,
it was out here. It started at the VFW right down the street.
Yes, it was, and it was for what was his name?
I don't remember the guy's name, but it was
we did a show about it. Well, kind of about it the next day.
Yeah. Anyhow, but all the proceeds from this event are going to benefit the family of Officer Chris Herron. Him and his wife recently had a newborn daughter, Scarlett, and she's undergoing some extensive surgeries due to complications to her heart. So come out and help everybody and help us because we're going to try and be at this event, raise some money for this young girl.
Absolutely.
For all of her surgeries. I'm going to throw a link here real quick for a GoFundMe for the family. If anybody would like to help out, please do. And then we'll finish here talking about it. I hate that I have to do it this way, but
I know, man. There's a lot of stuff you got to go through to get stuff on the computer.
It's a pain in the butt.
I'm sitting here looking down. I look stoned.
Let's see. iHeart has some great jazz stations too. Bobby says, I remember that. Yeah, Napster was a joke.
Bobby must have been in on that.
Yeah. Are you doing a live show at any event, Sturgis?
Nah.
Not as of right now. I think Sturgis is on the docket. We definitely would love to do obviously we'd love to go to Sturgis. It's a bucket list item for us. But
it's a little far.
It's a little far, one, but it's with COVID and everything right now, a lot of the events, Sturgis is a mess right now. They're talking, I mean, they're having it, but it's just, it's a disaster. They're talking of canceling Daytona now. Everything's getting canceled around here. So,
yeah. Well, so far, Leesburg's still going.
Leesburg's still going, but we'll see. But like I said, Daytona is a mess. But no, so the answer is no. We are not doing any live shows at any events as of right now. But we are definitely looking to do some in the future when things kind of open back up.
Right.
Yeah. So this event, man, first place poker $250, second place is $100, third place is $50. Bunch of stops. There's gonna be a live band at the event. I'm not gonna go over everything. Live band. One-Eyed Jack will be playing at the Quaker Steak and Lube at 7 p.m. There's gonna be vendors, photographers, bikini bike wash, raffle.
Get my bike washed.
The sponsors for this event are the Fran Hosh and Rhett Jones of Fran Hosh Law Group, Bill Church with Quaker Steak and Lube, Ed Harris and Blue Thunder, and special guests.
It's Eric.
What did I say?
Ed.
Oh, I said Eric. Oh, he's an actor, right?
Yes.
Eric Harris. And then special guest, Congresswoman Amanda Mackey will be at this event as well. So
yes.
So come out, help out a good cause, help out a family in need, and go talk to Congresswoman Mackey and
yeah, man,
put her, make her earn her position, right?
Right on, man. What were we talking about last week?
Yeah,
we were getting a little political. There you go. Talk to her.
Oh, I just realized I never changed it over
you
to
didn't
back
change
to blue.
Oh, well, that's okay. Now,
next,
the next thing is
Battle of the Bands.
Yeah, man, we're gonna be.
Hey, Brian, what's going on, bud?
We're gonna be involved in this one. Obviously, this is the finale. This is it. So September 20th at Quaker Steak and Lube. 2 bands from the prelim. I can't say that word for some reason. Rounds. 2 bands from each preliminary round will compete. There, I did it. It's all going to benefit My Warriors Place, which is a great cause. I think it's a fantastic cause. It's
100%.
For veterans. It's for the Gold Star families. Any LEO, first responder, active duty, I believe.
Yeah, also, active duty, vets, guys suffering with PTSD.
Everybody that has to do with military first responders. That's pretty much it. So it's a great cause if you guys, come out and support us.
Yeah, we'll be there. We're emceeing the event, so please come out.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're emceeing it. We're there talking. And we're judging.
Yes.
So we are judging. So anyway, the winner of the Battle of the Band at the grand finale, they'll receive a prize package totaling $2,500. So they're going to have a 2-night stay at the My Warriors Place. They got a prize package that's going to be what?
Cash,
trophies. You get a video. I'm trying to look at this and look at that at the same time. It's not working. You get you get to stay on the stage for a little while.
You get to play at the bike night at Quaker Steak and Lube.
That's what it is, man.
You get trophies. Trophies are being made by our good friends over at Misfit Metalworks.
Actually, I got a text from Marvin. I don't know why.
And a bunch of other stuff there. Runners up will get a prize package that totals $1,000 as well. The event is September 20th, and lineup is Jack Mantra, 3-Foot Offset, Whiskey Throttle, Fade to Grace, Potbelly Stallion, and Symmetry. Event sponsors right now, we have Fran Hosh Law Group at 866 Lawfran, lawfran.com. Good friends over at Misfit Metalworks. Ryan over at Artist Direct. My Warriors Place, Whistle Pig Whiskey, Quaker Steak and Lube.
Yep.
Connie with Constance After Dark. And, of course, us lending our voices and our faces to the event as well. We did get a request from Miss Connie on this. If you guys want to sponsor this event, if you know somebody that wants to sponsor this event, or if you could put this in front of somebody who may want to sponsor this event as well, we are looking for more sponsors for this event. So please, if you know anybody or can put this in front of anybody, contact us. Just PM us on our Facebook page, or you can contact Miss Connie at Constance After Dark on her page as well, facebook.com/Constance After Dark. Okay, next event we got coming up is
I like this one.
The rodeo.
The rodeo. It's the old school biker rodeo. As Connie likes to say, it's not this stuff they do down here. It's It's like the old school stuff they did in Pennsylvania.
In PA.
In the PA, that's what she says. So this will be November 7th, 12 to 6 p.m. At the American Legion Post 335 in Newport Richey. You're going to have games, the slow race, the barrel race, needle in a haystack, the cone race. There's going to be prizes, 50-50s, gift basket, raffles, food, drinks, music by 3 Foot Offset.
Absolutely.
So
the event is going to benefit Veterans Enhancement Project. Such a great event, or a good cause as well.
The organization is great, man.
They are the Veterans Enhancement Project. Basically, is founded to take action against veteran suicide, which obviously we know claims the lives of 22 veterans a day. The one thing in common is with most veterans who ride motorcycles is they can say, as well as most of us here know this, riding motorcycles is therapeutic, right?
Yes.
It calms you. And it helps these guys with PTSD and all kinds of other stuff. The mission for Veterans Enhancement Project, they want to teach a valuable skill that could place these veterans with a possible trade in the workforce,
right?
Which involves motorcycles and possibly helping send them to a trade school as well. They assist veterans in need of motorcycle repair who can't afford to get their bikes repaired, or they also assist veterans with battlefield handicaps such as missing legs, arms, limbs, things like that, to help put them on a bike, whether they build them a trike or something that helps them get on 2 wheels, basically.
Right, and they also assist with the building of said bike.
Right, so they bring the vets in, and together they build these bikes.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man.
They provide assistance with veteran affairs care as well as treatment for veteran issues. They provide the brotherhood and camaraderie that most of these guys are looking for, because when they get out, they just don't have that, right?
Yeah, and that's how most biker clubs started anyway.
Exactly. So. Event sponsors for this event as well: Fran Haas Law Group, of course, Rider Now Magazine, Ms. Valerie Smith.
Oh, love her.
Let's Ride Motorcycle Gear and Accessories, Constance After Dark, and of course us as well. We are we are emceeing this event as well. So come out and hang out with us at this event too.
One more time.
Yeah, one more time. Go for it.
One more time. If you know of someone that wants to sponsor, you want to sponsor, or you just think you might know someone that wants to sponsor, please, we need sponsors for this event as well. You can get a hold of us at the Rock and Road Show, or you can get a hold of Connie at Constance After Dark on Facebook. Is it /.com or
Facebook.com/Constance After Dark.
That's the way it goes.
So. Okay, Leesburg Bike Fest. The only, as far as I know, the only motorcycle event, large scale event that's happening.
Still going, because
like I said, Daytona, as of today, they are fighting to cancel it.
Yeah, they want to cancel Biketoberfest.
Yeah, that's what I meant, Biketoberfest.
Yeah. I know what you meant.
Is that what I didn't say? I said Bike Week, didn't I?
Yeah. That's past.
That's way past.
So Biketoberfest are looking to cancel. So this is still scheduled for the 13th, 14th, and 15th of November of this year. The reschedule will still have everything: the music, the events, the contest, the bike shows, stunt shows, lots of vendors, all that stuff. I'm not going to go through everything again. I just know that Saliva's going to play, Hoobastank's going to play, Lit's going to play, Eddie Montgomery from the Montgomery Gentry Band's going to play. So those are all going to be there.
We'll see.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
Speaking of Daytona.
Yeah, so Daytona, here's an event. I don't know why I haven't put this up here before. This is an awesome event. Me and Kim's stepdad do this every year. It's over the Thanksgiving weekend.
Right.
It starts Thanksgiving Day and it ends on the Sunday after Thanksgiving. This year it's the 46th annual Daytona Turkey Run. Basically, it's a gigantic car show.
That's freaking awesome.
If you can imagine, if anybody has ever been to or seen the Daytona Motor Speedway, the event takes place in the infield of Daytona.
Really?
They have all the pits are open. You can walk the pits, and they have cars. They do have cars set up in the pits. The infield, the track itself, it's massive. You cannot walk this event in one day. It's impossible to do. That's how many cars are there.
Whoa!
It's a full-scale car show, swap meet. There's motorcycles. There's hot rods. There's classic cars. There's truck. I mean, you name it, it's there. If it's not, it's kind of like I was gonna say it's kind of like SEMA. It's not like SEMA because there's not anything new. These are all old school cars. But it's. I mean, if you love cars, this is where you got to go, man.
I wish I could, but I think I'm going on a cruise.
Oh, are you? Well, you probably
cancel my
probably
cruise.
not.
If they cancel my cruise, I'm not.
But also, what's cool, I didn't know. I don't think this might be something new they're doing this year. But on Saturday, they're doing a Hops and Hoods craft beer festival. 120 different beers, 48 different breweries.
IPAs.
From 12 to 4 on November 30th. 4 samples for $5, 10 for 10. Can't beat it. You got to be 21 years of age, obviously.
I wonder if a sample's a full pint.
Doubt it. But admission is $15 on Thursday through Sunday. Thursday through Saturday, $10 on Sunday. There's free parking. Kids under 11 are free. The show hours are from 8 to 4 every day, except Sunday, and then it's 8 to 2. And like I said, free parking all 4 days at this event as well.
I don't like having the computer down here. I like having my screen.
I know. I've got to figure out how to make that work here. But
I know we were talking about that, but we've gotten away from our little game.
We have.
And although I have nothing here, I will make it a point to get something. Okay? All you got to do is tell me what the story was about. All right, how many miles?
There you go.
How many miles that Ewan McGregor and Charlie Boorman traveled? That's all you got to do. How many miles did they travel for their new show? And if you can tell me that before we close down the show, I'll get you something. I don't know what it is, but I'll get you something.
It's a secret.
Well, it's not
even a secret. It's a surprise.
It's a surprise to me too. Because I have to get with one of our partners who's going to be doing some stuff for us. Is Samantha Brower from Lady Phoenix Creations. She's the one that gets us all of our mugs and shirts and stuff like that. So you can tell me that.
So throw it in the comments. I'm going to read some of these comments, but throw it in the comments. First person to get how many miles the long way up is going to cover. We'll get the. We'll send you in the mail something free.
And how about this? You can just put the where they began too. If you don't know the miles, where'd they start from?
Let's see. Daniel says, "Dream of going to Sturgis and just feel free and alive."
Yeah, man.
I hear you, man.
Oh, another thing. While we're still talking, I sent you a text the other day, didn't I? And our buddy Harry.
Oh yes,
he's coming next year. He wants to come
for
Daytona.
Yeah.
And he's looking for a place to stay over here. He wants us to get him some information for a hotel place.
Hey,
to
Greg,
stay.
Thanks for joining us, man.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Took you a while to say that because he is way up there.
Yeah, Dan says if I could get over across the pond, he'd go. Yeah, I hear you. Well, hell, I was supposed to be in Ireland this month, so I feel your pain there, brother.
Right on, man.
Sissy totally calms you. I used to go after work for a quick run around my mountain. Yeah, dude, being on a bike is the best, man. I want to build a Boss Hoss. Dan wants to build a Boss. Those things are ridiculous, man. Connie, you're welcome, sweetheart. No worries. Continue to promote and share far and wide. Thank you, Daniel. Appreciate it. Garth with the right answer off the bat. 13,000 miles. That's exactly right. Got to check out Norman Reedus' show. Yeah, Norman Reedus' show Ride on A&E. On A&E.
Is it A&E?
AMC. Where Walking Dead is. Great show. That's a great show too. But yeah, Garth got the answer right.
I like this. I like doing this. If we could, talk and get involved with this, you guys give us a subject. Let's talk, man.
We race that weekend every year at Bradenton Motorsports Park.
Oh, Sissy, you were so close. It's 13,000. You were close.
Sam Rock's got a shirt from her to represent the show. A little swag. Thanks, Garth. Appreciate it. Oh, we did see your shirt being made too. Yep. So we should have given you a little signature on it just to say it. But HD says Mexico. They actually started in Argentina, HD, but
Southern Argentina.
But
Good try, y'all.
Garth has the winning answer. We'll figure something out. We'll get with Sam and we'll get something sent to you, brother.
For those that are on here, we're going to put in our comment section her link.
Yes.
So we'll get her link out there. Maybe my computer techie guy can do that for us now. I don't know. Is it under Lady Phoenix? You got it already. Look at you, man. Look how quick he is. He's like fast on this.
I never sent that one.
Oh, you didn't send that one?
So that's the so that first link out there is the GoFundMe for the police officer's family with the daughter who's got some bad
the heart issues.
Yeah. Garth says I'll send it over for autographs. We'll figure. And I tell you what, we'll figure something out. What the thing we'll send you, and we'll throw our John or Herbie Hancocks on there for you. All right.
Awesome. So pretty good show. I'm pretty much talked out. I don't have much to say now.
Yeah, I'm tapped out. What time? Wait. So yeah, right at about an hour. So let's see.
Your dog's eating.
He's eating. He's a little hungry boy.
It's crunching
just
over there.
Crunching.
I don't know if y'all can hear that.
Crunchy. Yeah. So again, special thanks to Fran Hosh Law Group.
Absolutely.
Misfit Metalworks. Eric Warren Artistry. Constance After Dark. Lady Phoenix Creations. Who else do we have?
I know we wanted to thank Sharpie again for
Sharpie. Thank you again, brother.
Awesome.
Appreciate that. We had a lot of fun. HD says, great show, guys. Thanks, HD. Appreciate it. We love you guys. It's because of you guys that we get to do this and have some fun with everybody. So, Dan, lovely show. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Dan.
Thanks for staying up and watching us, man.
Get some sleep, brother.
Go get some sleep. Thanks for hanging out with us. We love you guys. Anything else?
No, I'm good, man.
You guys keep it rocking. We'll see you next time.
Rubber side down, baby.
Bye-bye.